Oh man, World's Strongest Man, day two. The heats are done today. We have the top 10 finalists, so let's go ahead and go through them. Starting with Group 1, we have Tom Stoltman and Eddie Williams into the final. I had Austin Andrade as the other one of this group. He placed in fifth place. Third through fifth was separated by half a point in the end. Tom Stoltman ran away with this group. Eddie Williams put in a great performance. It's good to see him. He's always a fun one to watch, just a very heartwarming character in general. And I'm glad he made it to the final. He's going to do really well with these events. Group number 2, we have Mitchell Hooper and Patty Haynes into the final. I said in my original predictions video, I was really hoping for Patty. I had Bryce beating him in this group just because of a couple of the events. Bryce was in third in this group. But Patty, he put in a hell of a performance, man. I mean, listen, his overhead has improved a lot since his last competition to the point where I wasn't even planning on seeing him in the top 3 for any of the overhead events. He overhead pressed the block in the stone medley. Dude, I'm pumped for Patty. Patty is one of my favorite guys to watch. Awesome to see him through to the World's Strongest Man final in his first ever appearance. Love to see it, man. World's Strongest Man Group 3, Rain O'Neill in first place. Dude, again, I mean, with my predictions and stuff, I didn't really know where to put him. He really is a consistent performer. With some of these SCL guys, you can't really tell because some of the competitions for SCL, for Strongman Champions League, it really just, they're not the same quality as World's Strongest Man. So you can't really tell, but Reno is really proving himself to be a world-class athlete. Shane Flowers is in second place in that group, beating out Lucas Hatton. Unfortunately, Lucas placing third. I mean, it really kind of, I don't know. I mean, Lucas Hatton placing third. I'm not entirely surprised necessarily, just because Lucas really wasn't the fastest guy in that group by a long shot, and these are very speed-based events. Lucas put in a hell of a performance, especially on the bag throw. I was not expecting him to do that well in the bags, but it is what it is, man. Good to see Shane in the World's Strongest Man final and Reno in his first ever World's Strongest Man final. Moving on to Group 4, we have Trey Mitchell, Big Thicket from Texas, in first with 20 points, and Andre Foytu on to the World's Strongest Man final. I had Luke Richardson as the second guy in this group, who unfortunately got injured yesterday. But Andre Foytu, honestly, this dude's kicking ass. I mean, I was not expecting him to be able to pull enough points in these events to make it through. He surprised me with how fast he was. I honestly was not expecting that from him. So good on him. All the other events, especially the overhead, I mean, he killed it. These Trey and Andre were some of the only guys to finish the medley. And Andre actually beat Trey on the overhead medley, which is a crazy thing. If you can beat Trey Mitchell in an overhead event, you're one of the best pressers in history. So finally, we have Group 5, who, again, I had Evan Singleton and Nicholas Guardione into the final on this one. Unfortunately, Evan Singleton got injured in the beginning of the competition, so he couldn't compete after the first event. Luke Stoltman and Pavlo Cordiaca are the two from this group. Man, Pav, it's kind of crazy because Pavlo's recent performances would indicate that he wouldn't do so well in these events, but he really, I think that being with MST, being with Shane from MST Systems has really helped him, especially in the deadlift. I mean, in the deadlift, Pavlo pulled 4 reps, beating Luke Stoltman and tying with Nick Guardione. I would not have predicted that result just because his deadlift historically has been a big weak point for him. So it's good to see him in the final after working so hard. Nick missing out on the final by a couple points. I think it's just an experience thing for him. I think he'll be right up there with the best of them next year or the year after that. Who knows? But it's good to see these new guys really making their mark on the competition. And so, in conclusion, the 10 finalists that we have going into the competition tomorrow in order because they receive points based on how well they did in events. If you have any questions about how that method works, you can go see my predictions video. I explain it all there. along with the events for the final, which we'll be going over tomorrow. Mitchell Hooper is starting out in first. No surprise there with 10 points. Tom Stoltman with 9. Rain O'Neill pulling up in third place with 8 points. Trey Mitchell with 7. Luke Stoltman with 6. Patty Haynes with 5 points. Shane Flowers with 4. Andre Foytu with 3. Pavlo Cordiaco with 2. And Eddie Williams with 1. This is a very, very tough group of guys. I do think that it's probably between Mitch and Tom still. Reno obviously has proven himself to be there. This top 5 is going to be tough, especially with Trey in there. There's some good events in this final for Trey. So I would not be surprised if we see another American on the podium in Trey Mitchell. We might see our first South African. We might even see 2 Scottish boys on the podium. Who knows, man? I mean, with these events, Andre Foytu is going to kick ass in these events, and I'm excited to watch him. So stay tuned for the results tomorrow and the next day. We have the 2 days of the finals coming up. But if you made it this far into the video, thank you so much for watching. I love making these videos. This is so fun for me. If you have any thoughts, go ahead and leave them in the comments below. I'd love to see what you think of the finals, these top 10 guys, who you think is going to win, who you think is going to place where. And thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.